Hello everyone, this is Vinita and welcome to Hopeful Turns. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you the pattern for this beautiful stitch. Now you can use this stitch to make crochet blankets, scarves, bags, anything that you want to make. It has a beautiful, nice texture to it and it's just a 4-row repeat stitch pattern, out of which 2 are normal single crochet rows. So this is how the front side looks like and this is the reverse. Now if you want, you can keep this also as your front part. I just prefer this because it has much more texture to it. So let's see the supplies and then we'll head over to the pattern. So for this here, I'm going to use a normal 100% acrylic yarn. It's a worsted weight, medium 4-weight yarn. And with that, I'm using a size H or a 5mm crochet hook. Now, any weight yarn, any type yarn will work for this pattern. You just have to go with the recommended hook size. And if you're ready, we can just start the pattern. So we'll start this pattern with a chain stitch. And the chain stitch here should be in multiples of 6 plus 2. So for my sample here, I'm starting with 30 plus 2, a total of 32 chain stitch. So we'll start row 1. So row 1, what we'll do is we will skip the very first chain stitch and into the second chain stitch, I'm going to make a single crochet. So make a single crochet into the second stitch from the hook and then place 1 single crochet each in the rest of the stitches. So row 1 is going to be a plain simple single crochet row. So I'll complete my first row of single crochet and then we will start with row 2. So make a row of single crochets. So here I'm at the end of row 1 and I now have a total of 31 single crochets. Okay, we'll move on to row 2. So for that I'm going to start with a chain stitch, chain 1, and then turn your work. Now into the very first stitch, this here is your chain 1 and this is your first stitch. So into your first stitch, make a single crochet. Okay, so here I've made a single crochet. After that, make 2 chain stitch, 1, 2. So we have put chain 2. Next, what we will do is, we will first of all yarn over and then insert your hook into the next stitch. So this is where our single crochet was. So just yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch and pull up a loop, okay, and pull it up a little bit higher. So like this, we are going to pull it up a total of 5 times. So this is one. We'll do it again. So yarn over, insert your hook and pull up a loop. This is the second time. Again, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. This is the third time. In the third stitch we have done. Again, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop. So this is like 4 times. Again, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch and then pull up a loop. So we have pulled up the loop 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, now what we'll do is we will yarn over and pull our yarn through all the stitches that are there on your hook like this. All right, and then make chain stitch and put 1 more chain stitch to it. So after pulling up, I have put a total of 2 chain stitch. Then go to the next stitch and make a single crochet. So into your next stitch, make a single crochet. So this is what this looks like and we will repeat this. So once a single crochet is made, make 2 chain stitch, 1, 2, and then you will yarn over and pull your yarn through the next 5 stitches. All right, so we'll do that. So here we have a single crochet, chain 2. Now yarn over and pull it through the next 5 loops. So this is the first pull, 1. Again, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, 2. Again, pull up through the next stitch, 3. Yarn over and pull up, 4. Again, yarn over and pull up through the 5th stitch. Like this. Okay, next you yarn over and pull through all the loops that is here, including this one. Next what we'll do is we will make 2 chain stitch. So 1 chain stitch will hold all these together and then 1 extra chain stitch. So we'll make 2 chain stitch. So this is 1 and 1 more. So we have put 2 chain stitch here. So once this is done, into the next stitch make a single crochet and you can go ahead and repeat this pattern. So once you make a single crochet, again you put 2 chain stitch, 1, 2. Again you yarn over and pull through the next 5 stitches and then 2 chain stitch. So we'll do that again. So 1 into the next stitch again, 2, 3, 4 and one more, 5. Okay, so we have pulled it up 5 times. Now yarn over and pull it through all the loops. Okay, and then again 2 chain stitch, 1, 2, and then again put a single crochet. Like that you can just go ahead and repeat this pattern. Once a single crochet is made, again you put 2 chain stitch. So complete it till you reach the end of this row. So this is my very last stitch, which I had pulled it up 5 times, and then here again we will make 2 chain stitch. Now I have just one last stitch left. So into your very last stitch, make a single crochet. So the very last stitch, you'll have to put a single crochet. So this is the end of this row. You are starting with a single crochet. You are ending also with a single crochet. So this is row 1. We will move on to row 2. So for that, I'm going to just start with chain 1 and then turn my work. And row 2 here, row 3 is going to be a normal single crochet row, but the single crochet will be worked in the back loops only. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, so if you see here, this here is the chain 1, the turning chain stitch, and this is our first stitch. So we will be working the single crochet into the back loops only. So you can see that, you can see a V. This is your front loop and this here is your back loop. Okay, so we'll be working all the stitches in the back loop. So this is your turning chain. This is our first stitch. Go into the back loop and then make a single crochet. Again into the next stitch, using just the back loop, make a single crochet. Like that, in every stitch you have to put one single crochet, and all of it will be worked in the back loop only. And once you finish this row, you will have the exact same number of single crochet as your first row. So for my case, I will have 31 single crochet. So I'll work single crochet in the back loops. So here I'm at the end of row 3. I have made a row of single crochet, all worked in the back loops, and I have the exact same number of single crochet as row 1, that is 31 single crochets. We will move on to the next row. So we are starting off with row 4. So for that, we are going to start with 3 chain stitch, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then I'm going to turn my work here. Now this is going to be slightly bit different. We are going to start with half a shell. So if you see, in the first time when we did, that is for row 2, we made a single crochet and then we made the shell kind of a thing. But here we are going to start with half a shell. So what we'll do is, this is a chain 3 here, and into the second stitch, the chain 3 will go into the first stitch. That is how we are going to consider. Into the second stitch, we will yarn over, insert our hook and pull up a loop. Again we'll do that, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch and pull up a loop. Okay, so here we are just yarning over 2 times, pulling up 2 times, then yarn over and pull through all the loops here. We are not doing 5 times, we are just doing 2 times, and this will be actually considered as the third time, the chain 3 that we have done. And then make 2 chain stitch, 1, 2. Next stitch, make a single crochet and then make chain 2, 1, 2. Okay, next we'll make the full shell. So for that, we'll use the next 5 stitches. So for that, yarn over first, insert your hook into the next stitch and pull up a loop. So this is the first pull. Like that, we'll make a total of 5 pulls. So this is the second one. Here is the third. Here is the fourth pull, and one more time you yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. Okay, so here you have pulled it up 5 times. Now yarn over and pull through all the loops like this, and then make 2 chain stitch, 1 and 2, and then you can repeat the same pattern. So once this is made, chain 2 you have to put, then a single crochet. Once you make a single crochet, again you put 2 chain stitch, and again you make a full shell. So once a full shell is completed, chain 2, then single crochet, chain 2. Like that you complete this, and I'll show you how to finish off this row. So here I'm almost at the end of this row. This is my very last single crochet. After that I'm going to put 2 chain stitch, and if you see, you'll have just last 3 stitches left. So in the last 3 stitches we will make a half shell, because we have started also with a half shell. We will end also with a half shell. So yarn over, insert your hook into the first stitch, pull up a loop. Again yarn over, insert your hook in the second stitch, pull up a loop. Yarn over, insert your hook into the third stitch and pull up a loop. Okay, and then yarn over and pull through everything, and this time you just make 1 chain stitch like this. Okay, so we are ending with half a shell. We have pulled it out 3 times here, and we had started also with half shell. So we had just pulled it out only 2 times, and the chain 3 here we are considering as the third stitch. So it is like 3 stitches we are using to make half shells. Okay, so this is the end of your row 4. We will have 1 more row of single crochet. So for that, chain 1 and turn your work. And here again we are going to make a row of single crochet all worked in the back loop. So this is your chain stitch. Ignore that. Go into the first stitch, make a single crochet, go into the second stitch and make a single crochet, but it's all worked in back loops. So make 1 full row of single crochet worked in the back loops, and here again you should have the same single crochet as your starting the row 1. How many single crochet you had started, you should have the same number of single crochets. Okay, so for me it was 31, so I'll make 31 single crochet all worked in the back loops. All right, so here I have finished row 5, which was just a single crochet row all worked in the back loops. Now from here onwards the pattern is the same. You're just going to repeat row 2 to row 5. So I'll put the row timestamps in the description box, so if you want to head over to a particular row you can just follow the timestamp, but I'll just start the next row with you. So we'll start the next row, which will be a repeat of row 2. So for that, chain 1 and then turn your work. Now into the first stitch make a single crochet, all right, and then make 2 chain stitch, 1 2, and next we are going to make the shell stitch. So yarn over, use the next 5 stitches to pull over your yarn. So this is 2, this here will be 3, 4 and 1 more, 5. Okay, pull your yarn through all the stitches and then again finish it off with chain 2, 1 2. After you make your shell, make a single crochet and then make again 2 chain stitch and again make a shell. So you can go and complete the same pattern. So I'll put the row timestamps, you can check that up. After this row you have to make the normal single crochet row, then comes the half shell stitch row and then the single crochet row. So I'll complete a few more rows and show you how this will look. So here I have completed a few more rows and I've just kept the last row incomplete. I just wanted to show you how to end your pattern. So if you want, you can end it on a shell row, so that will create this beautiful curved edge. So that is what it is in the first row. But if you're looking for a straight edge, you can end it on a single crochet row. So this is how one side looks like. I prefer this as my front side and this is the reverse side. You can totally keep this as your front side if you like it. Now one more thing I wanted to mention here is that in every row you'll have the same stitch count. So if you see here, for my chain stitches I have 1 2 3 4 5 shells. In the second row I have 1 2 3 4 full shells, and half plus half it will make up to 5 shells. So in my case I have 5 shells in every row. Okay, so yeah, that was the tutorial how to do this pattern. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed making it. Now if at all you're making any project with this pattern, please do tag me. I'll leave all my social media handles in the description box. And if you're looking for some other stitch patterns, I'm in the process of making a small playlist. So I'll put the playlist link also in the description box. If you're interested, you can check that out. So that was it for today's tutorial. See you in another video. Until then, bye bye. Thank you for watching.